Hi, I'm Dave Gardy for Clean Cities TV, the educational internet TV channel of the U.S. Department of Energy's Clean Cities program. CCTV features videos about projects of Clean Cities coalitions around the country. And now a feature on the power of partnerships as we turn to the Pacific Northwest, where the Western Washington Clean Cities has joined forces with the Puget Sound Clean Air Agency to create a certification program for fleets based on how green they are. The program is called Evergreen Fleets, and is one of the first of its kind to set a standard for fleets defining what it means to be green. We now join Western Washington Clean Cities Coalition Coordinator Stephanie Main and Puget Sound Clean Air Agency Specialist Leslie Stanton to learn more.
Well, it made sense at the time that we worked together, the Clean Air Agency and the Clean Cities Coalition, because even though the missions are a little bit different, we have petroleum reduction as the mission of Clean Cities and air pollution reduction as the mission of the Clean Air Agency. Because so much of the region's pollution is from the transportation sector, it made sense for both of us, or both of our agencies or organizations, to work together to create a program to certify green fleets and help fleets actually understand what it means to be green.
We found that there were no green fleet standards or voluntary standards or anything that defined a green fleet in the nation. So we really had to start from scratch.
Yeah, there were. We did see some programs that rewarded fleets for implementing certain practices. Smart Way program already existed, so we knew that there were certain aspects of fleet management or certain pieces of technology that were certified or were part of a program. But there was nothing that was comprehensive. Everything about fleet operations and about the vehicles, the fuels, the entire range of things that encompass a green fleet. There wasn't really any certification standard for that complete package. And so we were really the first to bring all of that together.
Tapping into their shared networks and resources, the two organizations formed an advisory group comprised of fleet managers from across the region. Conceptually similar to the LEED program for buildings, Evergreen Fleets offers different levels of distinction for different levels of environmental performance. Fleets can achieve Evergreen Fleet certification based on greenhouse gas emission reductions and an implementation of a suite of best practices. Members of Western Washington Clean Cities Coalition can access their online guidebook, enter their fleet data into a calculator, and see how green they are. Having policies and practices in place to reduce pollution and conserve fuel helps fleets earn points. These include practices like right-sizing, implementing trip routing software and idle reduction measures, and switching to cleaner types of fuel.
It's really a two-pronged approach where they have to look at the vehicles that they have and their actual emissions and their fuel use, and at the same time they have to look at their organization and say, how are we operating? Are we efficient? Do we have an anti-idling policy? Do we have a right-sizing policy? How do we take care of maintenance? Are we tracking our data in the right way?
Fleets will be awarded a 1 to 5-star rating. Additionally, becoming Evergreen Fleet certified brings marketing cachet. Fleets receive recognition, a plaque, and decals for their vehicles. The first fleets to be certified represented local governments, but the private sector soon joined the effort. Refuse hauling companies in Western Washington were the next to get on board. Waste Management led the way, garnering a 3-star rating. The company's competitor, Cleanscapes, soon followed. What's in it for them?
It's recognition, and it's always nice to have that recognition from an organization like the Coalition, and to be able to tell our story and use that as kind of validation of our commitment to this fueling infrastructure and to CNG in general. We try and leverage that from a marketing standpoint. We think it's great.
Once we're certified, obviously I think it's got real merits, with the cities and with our customers, and the big merit is that it just runs our business in a very clean and green way.
More than ever, sustainable business is good business. Fleets are discovering that with changes in fleet management, whether it's switching fuels, implementing efficiency measures like routing software or anti-idling mechanisms, they not only cut emissions and fuel costs, but they improve their bottom line. What's more, fleets benefit from learning from each other.
One of the things that that Evergreen Fleets program provides, and that I think we'll continue to do as we develop it, is really providing these case studies. I think we're hearing more and more, especially at Clean Cities events, and as we work with Evergreen Fleets, they want to hear from other fleets what they did.
I truly believe that certification helps us run our business better.
Evergreen Fleets, a program created through partnership, which is fostering innovation and reducing petroleum consumption for Clean Cities members. For Clean Cities TV, I'm Dave Gardy. Tune in again for more success stories from Clean Cities Coalitions.